what really are drugs? There's those illegal drugs, there's the prescription drugs, and then there's those ones in between. Marijuana got its negative connotation in the 19th century through some racial incidences that occurred. And I'd like to think that we've evolved since then. Marijuana also is maybe not what you think it is. Many people make some uneducated assumptions about people that smoke pot. They say that people who smoke pot say things like, dude, bro, homies, they're uneducated, they're no-life losers, which isn't always the case. Then there's some people who have heard these myths and take them as facts, like that marijuana is a gateway drug. The Institute of Medicine did a study, and they found that it doesn't cause you to use any other drugs. Another myth is that most pot smokers smoke pot continuously, over and over again, every day, every hour. But in reality, most pot smokers are not heavy users, and between 40 and 50% of them report less than 12 days of use in their life. Another myth is that you become dependent, which is really only true for about 9% of the population. It's also been said that you can get lung cancer from it, when UCLA determined it does not lead to lung cancer. There's some other myths like that it kills brain cells, which I'll tell you about later. It doesn't. That was not a very good study that Ronald Reagan did. So my main idea is that medical marijuana is good if used correctly and not abused. Studies like the Ronald Reagan monkey studies that I told you about earlier. Ronald Reagan did a study where he pumped 60 joints into a monkey in an hour, which is crazy. No human would ever do that. And it showed that these monkeys who had consumed marijuana had less brain cells than ones that had never done that. When in reality, a couple of years later, after he was forced to put out the details of that study, it was found that he pumped straight marijuana smoke into these monkeys and essentially suffocated them for 5 minutes. You're going to lose brain cells if you're not breathing oxygen. Reagan did some radical things, like the Just Say No campaign in 1970. Radical approaches are shown not to work because they just cause rebellion. Some people don't want to rebel, but they want to stop suffering, like many cancer sufferers or terminally ill patients, those with no chance of recovery. They want relief from the pain, the nausea, other awful things. It's nature's gift. It's not a poison. Prescription drugs just poison your body with chemicals and do awful things to your body. If you choose not to go through those things, you should have the choice to, have nature heal you, have nature make you feel better. Would you really want to suffer through an incurable disease or cancer? Or would you want some relief? You don't have to poison yourself through chemical prescription drugs to get that relief. You could get relief for yourself through nature's healing powers.